Today we're talking about how inflation has changed our personal budget. And I did a video last week, a couple weeks ago, on 5 ways to prepare for the recession. And you guys really liked it. You guys are saying, we're scared, this is crazy, inflation is through the roof. And so I want to talk about it a little bit more and dig into it a little bit more. With all of this being said, I want to preface this video with 2 things. Number 1, give yourself grace. Guys, times are tough right now, and it is something that we've never experienced in our lifetime. Maybe our parents or grandparents, but generationally, this is something that I've never experienced, and it's crazy. So I'm giving myself grace. I want you to give yourself grace as well. I'm giving you permission to give yourself grace. I'm telling you, give yourself grace. That's number 1. Number 2, this is not going to be a political video. There's not going to be political talk in this. I know that some of these videos have gotten political and we're not going to go there. So no worries. Don't worry about that. We're not going down that rabbit hole. I will say that I also have a blog post. Check it out down below in the description box. It goes into a little bit more detail on all the different topics. And if you like to read it in addition to watching, then go check it out down below in the description box. Okay, how has our budget changed? Now, when we talk about our budget changing because of inflation, we need to remember something, and we have to keep in mind that we cannot just keep the same budget. So each month when we close out our budget, this is my husband and I, when we close out our budget, we copy the previous month's budget and just kind of tweak it. Now, you have to be careful, not just copy, and then 2 years have gone by and you're using the same exact budget with the same exact numbers as you were. If that's the case, you're going to be in the red because so many of the budget categories have grown. And we're going to talk about those categories here, at least the ones for us. So you need to be mindful of inflation and how your spending has changed. I recommend doing a spending analysis so that you can really see, or if you're already budgeting, look back at past budgets and say, okay, how much have we spent on groceries in the past 6 months? How much have we spent on gas? How much we spent on eating out? And see how your budget has changed and adjust accordingly. Now, this may mean that you need to put less money towards savings because you need to make it up, or less money towards debt or investments. But you want to make sure that you're not going into the red, because if you just let your budget coast, it's going to be going into the red without even realizing it, because inflation has increased and a lot of people, their cost of living raises have not increased. With my day job, we got a 3% raise on an average of 11% inflation. 3%, 11%, that's not adding up. So really, we got a pay cut. Let's be honest. Let's call it how it is. We got a pay cut because we did not get that cost of living inflation raise, which sucks. So make sure that you're on a budget. Make sure that you're checking in with it, and so that you're not going into the red. If you don't have a budget, I have templates, I have printables, I have all that stuff down below in the description box, so definitely check them out. Now, categories. Budget categories. First thing that we have seen of budget categories changing with inflation is housing. Now, we own our home, so we don't rent. I have some friends that have literally gotten notices on their front door saying they have 90 days and their rent is going up $1,000 a month. Whew, $1,000 a month. I couldn't imagine coming home to that. Even in the financial state that we're in now, where we could afford an extra $1,000 a month, that sucks. That is a big hit. $1,000 a month extra in rent for this friend of mine that I have. That is crazy. So we own our home, so we don't have the rent increase, but I know that a lot of you guys do. But we are seeing a huge increase in homeowners insurance, in electric costs, and what it costs for water, what it costs for electric, all of that. We are seeing a big increase in those expenses. So that sucks. But housing is a really big one that we're seeing a hit with inflation. Next up is groceries. You guys know that groceries are very high as well. We are seeing a big expense to our grocery budget. Before, we were spending about $60 to $75 a week on average for our groceries at Aldi. Now we're spending about $100 a week. So that is a big hit. Now that does not include formula for my daughter. Formula we buy separately. We don't buy it at Aldi, we buy it at Target. Formula is through the roof expensive as well. We buy the Target Up and Up brand formula. It comes in a little canister that's 35 ounces. That is $19.99 right now. Now the Enfamo one, which is the same exact type of canister that's actually a little bit smaller, it's about 30 ounces, is $43. Guys, that is over double over double for the name brand. It is crazy. And groceries are through the roof, formulas through the roof. It is expensive to feed a family, but we have really seen a big hike in grocery prices. So what we have done is we have gone back to the staples. We've gone back to more simple meals, easy meals. We've gone back to eating from the pantry, really cleaning out the freezer and really seeing like, okay, what can we do to make these meals stretch? What can we do? We can add some rice to them, or we can, go meatless on a day, meatless Monday, or different things like that to really make our grocery budget stretch a little bit further. Also shopping at places like Aldi or Walmart versus Publix. Publix is very expensive. Whole Foods is very expensive. Sprouts is very expensive. So shopping at places like Aldi, Trader Joe's, Walmart, that's going to save you a lot of money as well. Even if it is a little bit further. We have a Publix that's less than a mile from our house. And then Aldi is about 10 minutes away. So a mile versus 10 miles, which is like 4 or 5 miles with lights, that's a big difference. But I'll certainly drive there to save a lot more money than shopping at Publix. I only go to Publix for like chicken tender subs. If you know, you know. Next is gas prices. We have seen a huge increase in gas, which you guys all know. We've all been talking about it for quite a while. It's crazy, and it sucks because I was home for 2 years and barely driving at all. I would fill my car like once a month in my Jeep, and now I'm filling it up like once every like 5-6 days because all of the doctor's appointments that we have, Peyton and I, are like 30-45 minutes away in opposite directions. It sucks. But there's no good doctors in my town. They're all far away. But it is what it is. Another thing with gas is Jamie, the way that he unplugs in his self-care is he drives up and down the highway and listens to podcasts. And then he gets ice cream on his way back home. But that is something that he does. Now, has he stopped doing it? No. Has it increased and hit our budget? Yes, but that's his self-care. And if that means that we're adding another $50, another tank of gas to our budget, I'm okay with that because that's his self-care. Now, with that being said, a way that we combat it is we use apps like Get Upside. Get Upside, we're able to get cash back for our gas. So we're getting about 20 cents per gallon cash back, which is amazing. If you don't have Get Upside, you can download it at freedomandabudget.com/download Get Upside. And it's an amazing app. You can also get cash back on restaurants, and they're going to start adding grocery stores as well. And I absolutely love it. We got 7% back on our wings the other night. One place, a new pizza place that I want to check out, is 42% cash back. That's like almost half off. That's amazing. So definitely check out Get Upside and use apps to get cash back. Same with Fetch Rewards and your groceries. If you're already going to be buying groceries, you might as well get some cash back on it or get some gift cards. And with places like Get Upside, going back to Get Upside, you can double dip. So if you get your gas receipt, you can upload it into Fetch Rewards, get your 25 points, then you can also use your cash back on Get Upside. So double dip with your receipts, use them in multiple apps. You can't use the same receipt multiple times, but you can use it in multiple different apps. Definitely use it. Another hit that we saw is car prices. So Jamie bought a car. I actually don't think I've talked about it much on the channel at all, but Jamie got a car sometime this spring, before Peyton was born, because I was having contractions. So it was like February timeframe, I think January, February, because I was having contractions while we were at the dealership. I remember that part. Braxton Hicks was real fun. And so we got a Kia Stinger for him, and there is no negotiation anymore. Times have changed with buying a car. It is crazy. I remember the days when you go in a car and you are in control. You are the one that is doing the negotiation. You are the one that when you walk out that door, they're chasing you. Nope. They're like, okay, you don't want this deal? Okay. Good luck finding out another dealership. And you're like, oh crap, they're right. They are in control, and you're paying over MSRP. Never thought in my life I'd be paying over MSRP, but that's the car market now. So I have heard that it's going to go down. Car prices, we're going to start, the car bubble is popping. So hopefully that happens, but it sucks. But yeah, we had to pay over MSRP for our car. I feel like it's still got a good deal for what the car is, but that sucks. It was not fun. Next place that we've seen a big hit is restaurants. Now, if you think about it, if our groceries are going up in prices, that means restaurants' groceries are going up in prices. So inflation is hitting restaurants as well. There's restaurants that we've been going to for years and years and years and years. And Jamie and I we always get the same thing when we go out to eat. And like we pick our dish at a restaurant, and then that's all we get at that restaurant. Like Cheesecake Factory, we get the Romano chicken with angel hair and their pink sauce. It's so good. And at Chick-fil-A, we get this, and at this restaurant, we get this, and this restaurant, we get this. So we know how much it costs because we've been getting the same dish for years. And it's crazy how much some of these have gone up. Some of these dishes have gone up like $5. I was at Panera the other day, and I got you pick two, a salad and a sandwich, and it cost $21. $21 at Panera. I'm sorry, but I thought Panera was like semi-fast food, semi-inexpensive. $21? That is insane. Insane. But restaurant costs have definitely gone up. So use apps like Get Upside that have cash back on a lot of restaurants. So definitely use that hack. But inflation is hit. So what can we do about it? We can stay on top of our budget, make sure that we're tracking every single expense, also track throughout the month, so that way you don't get to the end of the month and be like, y'all, I blew my budget and it is done. Yeah, that is a big way to stay on track, is if you see halfway through the month that you're overspending, you can cut back and be like, all right, we need to cut back a little bit. We need to clump all of our errands on the same day so we're not wasting gas. We need to shop from the pantry and eat at home more, different things like that. So track throughout the month with your budget. Also, increase your income. Pick up a side hustle. I have a download for you guys of 97 online business ideas that you can get some ideas on how to make more money and how to make money from home. So definitely check that out. So get a side hustle. Find ways that you can make more money. Let's keep the conversation going. If you want to know side hustles that you can do from home, check out this video here. And if you want to know what you can do about the recession, how you can prepare yourself for the recession that is coming, it's going to come, check out that video here.